So here we're going to be doing an aggressive exit out of position. So we look at the targets here, and I think everybody here would look at those and be like, yeah, I don't feel 100% good about shooting those while I move. Okay, that's the right answer. Okay, so this might sound a little weird, but the first thing we pay attention to is like your state of mind while you're shooting these. If you're watching my body, the way I was standing there, didn't look like I was rushing, did it? No. So I'm gonna shoot these targets. I make a decision. I'm gonna stand here. I'm shooting these, and I'm gonna shoot them like I don't care how long it feels like it's taking. Okay. Like a good challenge for you, a good check on your discipline is that you come up and you shoot this drill, and you never have a penalty. Never. You shoot 5-6 times in a row. You don't miss the paper. You don't drop one into the no shoot. It doesn't happen. You're gonna stand here very, very calm and just doing your job on the sights. This sounds a little weird, but if you see people on real stages, they're gonna like try to be pushing out of position while they're still shooting, even if the targets are really far away. Like if you put it into your head that you want to leave really early or leave really aggressively, a lot of times it's going to change your behavior. Like this will be Wayne. Like no, it will be. Like you flip the switch in your head 0.3 of a second early, and then you're going to tense up your hand right down in there, something like that. It's really, really important that you're deliberate, like how you think about this. Like, no, I'm going to stand here and do my thing. I don't care what this feels like. Because as you know, if you go to a match, will it matter? It won't matter if you're plus minus half a second on this set of targets. That will not matter. You put one into the no shoot, that will be very annoying. Okay, and that's a bad thing. So it's like the first thing you do is you make a decision. You're just going to stand here and do that. So on our stage, for example, you turn, draw, you got a mini popper in the partial target. Like, you don't play games with that. You just like, right, turn, right here, target, just like that. Like you don't try to push out of there early, roll out, nothing. Everything about your body language is so you don't give a fuck. You're just like, I'm just going to make these hits. Then when you're done with the shooting, it's explosive, right? I'm gonna look over to where I need to be and aggressively push myself in that direction, okay? So technique-wise, what we want is that I move out of position like no drama. So I'll make an example for you. What do you notice there?
You're dropping your weight.
Yeah, if I'm looking at video, I'll consider you moving in the direction you want to move when your shoulders start moving in that direction. So if you keep your stance really narrow and you start shooting, okay, I'm going to go over there. I look over here and you'll see everybody will do this. You'll naturally coil your body up like a spring and then push off. Okay, all of that time spent kind of coiling up is wasted. The key to this is you're going to set yourself up into a stance where you're not inclined to shift your feet around or shift your weight around or anything. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel the temptation to pick up your foot, set it down, coil up, nothing. A good way to train this is to set your feet up in a nice stance and do some practice pushes out of position and make sure you're not shifting your weight like over this way and then this way, anything. It's like no drama. When you decide to leave, you look where you want to go, and then instead of one step, you're moving effectively. The key to doing that is how you set yourself up into position. So like the other drills we've done where it's like, hey, shoot yourself into position, get nice and wide. That's why that's so important. Because when you push out of position like this, you're gonna see is like, were you in the right stance or were you not? So for this exercise, I want you to make a point, your start position will be a stance that you're comfortable leaving from, okay? And then, just like before, give a glance over to the cone. That'll get your body turned in the direction you need to go. And it's run real aggressive until you mount the gun again and start shooting. This is appropriate sometimes on stages. Again, when you decide, you look at the shots and you're like, yeah, I cannot shoot these while I move. So then you very deliberately, yes, I'm not going to move. I'm not going to be like rolling out of position or anything. I just am going to stand still and shoot. If you really start paying attention at matches, you notice people very, very infrequently are capable of doing this. Like just standing still, shooting, and then aggressively exploding. Most people don't like it. Match mentality. This is a book for people who are serious about competing. Stage breakdown, visualization, managing yourself at the match. This is how to compete seriously in USPSA, and I suppose a lot of it would work for IDPA as well.